Well, Lindholm and Zadorov were both intimidating in major factors. Yeah,
they're real good.
You got to be careful for them today. Big contracts. They're leading the Bruins in both ends of the ice.
Yeah, some guys will sign a big fat contract and then just start to, skate, so to speak. Not these guys. Not these guys.
I am going to go ahead and put some money down on the old 365 on an Elias Lindholm anytime goal because I know how the show works.
Are you really? Wow, that is it's kind of bold.
Plus 300. It's a big number because he hasn't scored more than one in his last 19.
Plus 300. That's a good number for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had we're going to shit on him, and he is going to be good. But how can't you shit on him? He was one of the big free agent signings across the league. He lands in Boston. We talked about him going to Boston for a long time. This is the centerman they need. Had 2 goals in the first 3 games. What a signing. Brilliant.
Look at
Don Sweeney, Cam Neely know exactly what they're doing. In the 29 games since game 3, he's had 1 goal.
Now, here's the thing. I think this is kind of what a lot of the league expected to see. The Bruins apparently thought...
not this bad. Not 1 in 30 bad.
Of course not. But 4 through a third of the season, that's low. You're right. I would say we thought last year, like, what's with Pouty Pants? You'd take Pouty Pants over this, wouldn't you?
But is that what is the problem? Is he's still Pouty Pants?
I don't think he's effective anymore.
I think he's still got the Pouty Pants on.
About what?
In fairness, I bet he's still.
About what?
I don't know.
Not getting 9 a year, like.
I
just think he's not an effective player anymore. He's a good secondary part. He cannot drive a line on his own. He's a good checker. Isn't that what we've seen in Calgary, Vancouver, and now Boston? 3 stops.
He's lucky he played with Gaudreau and Tkachuk and put up a bunch of points, or else he would have never got more than the last contract.
I agree. Yeah, there's probably a bit of that cooked into that deal. This guy scored 40 only 3 years ago or 2 years ago, whatever it is.
Never again.
No. That's safe. Is that on the 365?
I believe that is very safe. If you can find it, I recommend you put a couple bucks down.
It's a wide range of markets. I'm sure they got it somewhere.
So he scored 42 in 21-22. His career high prior to that was 29, 27, 22. I think we're pretty safe saying he's a 20 to 25 goal guy.
Can you go through? So say those again. Sorry.
His best seasons.
Yeah.
So he scored 42. That was his career year. His next highest was 29. And prior to that, 27. So 27, 29, 22.
But again, who was he playing with then?
The best players in the flanks, Gaudreau and Tkachuk.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is he without those guys? Is he a 20-goal guy?
Well, he scored 22 in 80 the year after that monster year.
So that would have been after the departure of said Gaudreau and Monahan. So you saw him bouncing around a bit.
Then he had so 22 and 80, and then I'm not sure the Pouty Pants went on full time
last year,
and then in 49 games he had 9 goals. Went to Vancouver, put up 6 in 26.
15
and now
season.
As mentioned, he has 3 so far this year.
Yeah, it's just before he got to Calgary, he never scored more than 17. The deal happens. He looks like a 30-goal guy. I mean, you got to look at some of the games played there. The 25 and 28 are in really shortened seasons. Those are prorated 30-plus goal seasons, probably. Certainly the one is.
He came to Calgary as a 23-year-old, though.
I'm just trying to help paint the full picture here. He looked like an elite right winger and then an elite centerman at times here in Calgary. And then when Tkachuk and Gaudreau left, he looked like a middle 6 center. He looks more like Michael Backlund than a 40-goal guy.
He probably is more like a Michael Backlund.
Yeah.
And so while, 14 points in 32 games ain't great, it's kind of what he looked like last year when he went to Vancouver. Look at the stats. They're pretty similar.
And the thing of it is, he's had the bulk of those points in a short span. He's played 32 games. He's been held off the score sheet in 22 of the 32.
Yeah. No, it's not good. I'm agreeing with you. I'm not trying to fight. Like, it just wasn't good in Vancouver.
No, I'm agreeing. Yeah. I think we're all on the same page that
you should turn the page.
Well, I don't know. All I think of is Noodles last year talking about him driving down Highway 2, just firing buckets of cash out his car window. And yet there's still plenty of cash. He managed to, I don't know, credit to the agent, to the player, whatever. I don't know. But he still came away smelling pretty good.
Did he secure the bag? Is that how this is? That the
That's
right
what the
term?
kids say. Yeah,
not as much as what probably the Flames had on a table for him last September. But yeah, hell yeah! After what we saw in Vancouver, you're like, this might start with a 6. And what do you get? 7 3/4?
Yeah, it's a lot.
7.5. Like that's an impressive haul for a guy that again looks like a middle 6 centerman.
We'll talk.
And
more
Zad
about
Dog. The roller coaster.
Yeah, and Zadorov. And
the good news in Boston, he's back on the top pair. And we know that can't go wrong at all.
That's right. Yeah,
no, I mean, they pay him to be there. That's what he should be. That's
absolutely.
He told us in Toronto, I think, just over a year ago that
he was the Flames' best defenseman. That's what he said. His agent. Yeah.
Duh.
Obviously. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.